What's good? Welcome to this presentation. This is Trey, and the topic for today is how I get women to ask me for my phone number without trying. So, how do we do this? How do we get women to ask us for our phone numbers instead of us asking them for their phone numbers? Well, you do this by triggering primal attraction by demonstrating grounded masculinity. Grounded masculinity, what does that mean? It means that you demonstrate that you are mentally and emotionally stable and that you embody and embrace masculine qualities such as assertiveness, focus, discipline, dominance, perseverance, stability, determination, right? Masculine qualities, right? And if you demonstrate this to a woman, you will trigger primal attraction because she's primally attracted to a man who demonstrates that he's grounded in his masculinity, that he won't break or waver when she demonstrates her feminine energy. Feminine energy is chaotic. Masculine energy is orderly. So in order to create attraction, you have to bring order to her chaos. If she brings chaos to you and you become chaos, then right away she realizes this guy's not grounded in his masculinity. And guess what? She gets turned off. So, yeah, when you demonstrate grounded masculinity, it's more likely that a woman, if you're interacting with a woman, it's more likely she'll end up asking you for your number by the end of the interaction or in between or in the middle of the interaction, as opposed to you asking her for her phone number. Your subcommunications, right? You can increase the level of attraction that a woman feels for you through your subcommunication. How do you improve your subcommunication? You can do this internally by thinking and feeling sexy. If you are thinking thoughts of a sexy beast and you're feeling like a sexy beast, it will show in your subcommunication. It will come across in your eye contact, in your tonality, in your body language, in the way that you carry yourself, in your energy, the frequency, the emotional state that you're carrying. Everything will signal on a subconscious level that you are an attractive man, that you are a masculine man, a grounded man, a sexual man. And you don't have to say it. You don't have to go up to a woman and say, hey, I'm grounded in my masculinity, or hey, I'm a sexy beast, or hey, I'm this. No, it comes across in your subcommunications. Another thing you can do is stimulate her emotionally by demonstrating dynamic archetypal behavior. So one of the things that I demonstrate in my interactions with women is that I'm not static, meaning you're not going to be able to put me in a box. There's multiple expressions of masculinity that show up when I'm interacting with a woman, right? You have the ones that have been given in a book, King, Warrior, Magician, Lover, right? Like you can express your masculinity as a king, right? Like leadership qualities, dominance, bringing order, to the chaos, bringing integrity to your communication, like that's the king. And then you have the warrior, or I like to, say like a beast, a warrior, a savage. That's more of like the part of you that's wild and aggressive, but not necessarily violent, right? You don't need to be violent with a woman, but you want to show that you're aggressive because that tells her that you're the type of man that, if we're talking about, the biological genetic hardwiring, based on the ancestors, like you're the type of man that will go out and, kill the prey. You'll go out and hunt. You'll go out and make shit happen, right? Their aggression is necessary for that, right? Like a guy who's timid or passive is probably not the type of guy that goes out and hunts, goes out and makes shit happen. So you want to demonstrate some kind of, aggression. But that's one of the archetypes. That's the warrior. That's the beast. Then you also have King Warrior, Magician. The Magician is like the, you want to demonstrate your intelligence. You're intelligent, you're intellectual, you can be logical and just analytical and, rational. She needs to see that. And the Lover is the version of you that can express love, loving qualities like love, patience, compassion, right? She wants to see that too. What does this do? This makes you very dynamic. Another one is a Joker. She wants to see a guy that can be playful and have fun and laugh, right? Show no signs of fear or attachment to the outcome, non-needy. If a woman can sense that you don't really need her, right, you can walk away. Very likely to want to give you her phone number because you become a challenge. She's thinking, okay, how do I get this guy to react to me? How do I break his character? And it's not like she's, it's not like coming from necessarily a bad place. It's more of like, that's the dance of the feminine and the masculine. Like the feminine is supposed to bring, some kind of chaos or some kind of disorder or just like, something different to your groundedness. And she wants to see if you can ground it out. She wants to see if you can dance with her. Right. But she doesn't want you to like lose your masculinity and start following her and like become feminine with her. Like she needs you to remain grounded in your masculinity so that she can feel safe in her feminine. So you can't be like needy and attached to her validation or how she responds to you, because then you'll change your masculine essence and start to become feminine. And another thing you can do is leave her wanting more. So basically, don't feel like you need to stay in the interaction or like, or wait until like, shit dies down. Like leave on a high note, leave her feeling really good. Leave her feeling excited or, some kind of elevated emotional state. Be like, well, I gotta go, or I got something to do, or I got somewhere to go, whatever. But like say that when you're on a high note, So she's like, oh, she's feeling the emotion. She's like, wait, that's the vibe. How to get women to ask you for your phone number without trying. So, basically, basically what I mean by that, when I say I'm not trying, I mean, when you become grounded in your masculinity, you don't have to try anymore. What does it mean to be grounded? It means like you're stable in that beingness, right? So if I say you're grounded in your masculinity, that means you are stable. You're like a rock. You're a rock, you're rock solid in your expression of masculinity. So if you're rock solid in your expression of masculinity, that means it is who you are. You're embodied, like it's embodied. It is what it is. And so if you are a grounded masculine man, you don't have to try to be that, right? So these things that I mentioned, I'm not trying to do these things. Like I'm not trying to demonstrate my grounded masculinity. I'm not trying to subcommunicate, attractive behavior. I'm not trying to demonstrate these things. I embody these things. It comes across naturally. So the question is, how do you develop these qualities? Like, how do you become grounded in your masculinity? How do you develop attractive self-communication? How do you stimulate her emotionally by demonstrating that? Like, there's a process you have to go through. So right now I'm telling you, these are the things you need to do. But if you try to do this on your own, that means you're going to have to figure out the process. But if I already embody these qualities and these ways of being, that means that I have already went through that process. And that means I can show you that process, right? So that's what I want to leave you with, right? If you want to learn the process of becoming grounded in your masculinity so that you can naturally attract beautiful women and even, get results like this where women are asking you for your phone number, right? Instead of you asking her for her phone number. What does that mean? That means she's very interested if she's asking you for your phone number. So if this is something you like to develop, like grounded masculinity and ability to naturally attract beautiful women, either comment masculine below, depending on where you're seeing this message. So if there's a comment section, drop masculine below, so I'll reach out to you. Or you can message me, private message me, let me know, hey, Trey, I just saw your video. I'm interested in becoming grounded in my masculinity. I want to be able to attract beautiful women naturally. I don't want to have to do all this other shit, learn all these different tactics and all this shit. I want to tap into my natural essence that's already attractive to women, right? If that's what you want, message me and I will show you the way. All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.